Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video I will be reviewing some of the Everlane pieces that I have in my wardrobe. I have quite a handful of items that I've purchased over the last few years. Some of them I bought new, but the majority of them I purchased secondhand. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about the quality of their clothes and if they are worth it to add to your own wardrobe. I know there has been some news over the last few years that Everlane is maybe not as sustainable or ethical as they have claimed to be, and that has made a lot of people want to stop shopping from them. But I personally think that it's pretty hard to find a brand that's perfect in all of these categories, and that's why for me I try to shop more in a slow fashion way and not only buy from sustainable brands. My personal shopping strategy is to try to shop less and with attention, and to try to buy good quality clothes that will last in my wardrobe for many years. So with that said, here's a few reasons why I like to shop from Everlane. Number one is that they make a lot of their clothes from natural fibers, and that can be really hard to find these days because a lot of brands are making a lot of polyester clothes or a lot of mixed fabrics. So I can really appreciate that they have a lot of items made from cotton, linen, silk, and wool, because that can be really hard to find these days. Another reason is that I really like the modern but timeless kinds of styles that they have. A lot of their clothes are more boxy, loose, or cropped, but they still come in a lot of timeless colors so that they're very practical for my wardrobe. But the main reason why I like their clothes is that they really are made in a good quality way that lasts. I have quite a few pieces that I bought 2 or 3 years ago and they still look pretty good today. So I would say that if you take care of their clothes properly, they can last you a really long time. As for their price, I think it can be high or low depending on what your budget is. For me, sometimes they're a little bit higher than what I want to spend, but I found a lot of their clothes on the secondhand market and they still look in really good condition. And another great thing about Everlane is that if I don't like a piece that I bought, I can resell it and get a lot of the money back that I spent. So they're a brand that is recognized by a lot of people, which is really great for the resale market. And if you didn't know this, you can find a lot of Everlane pieces at Nordstrom Rack at a discounted price. Those are usually the items that they are wanting to get rid of. You can still find a really great item for a lot less than they sell originally. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing some of their jeans, some of their basic tops and sweaters, and their linen jumpsuit. So first up, I want to talk about the Everlane Cheeky Jean. I have these in the washed black. I got these secondhand, and the original owner cut a raw hem on them, but I really like them like this. I really love these jeans. They're 98% cotton, so they're like a little bit stretchy, and my favorite part about them is that they kind of nip in at the waist to kind of give me that hourglass shape that I like, and they are a high rise and a straight leg, which is really flattering. I bought these about 2 years ago and they're still in really good condition. I don't wash them too often, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, they still look really great. So for sizing, I have these in a size 25, but I actually have a 28-inch waist, but I have a pretty rectangular body shape. I don't have much hips, so if I size up in my jeans, then I have a lot of that like baggy crotch look that I don't like. So I find that if I just size down in my waist, it works really well for me because these are still stretchy, so they'll kind of stretch to accommodate my waist, but they still fit nicely around my hips. Next up are the high-rise skinny jeans. This was my very first Everlane purchase that I bought about 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago. These are also 98% cotton, but these I got in a size 26. They have a little bit of that baggy crotch that I don't like as much, but they're still really comfortable. And they're really sturdy, like really thick cotton, and they lasted me pretty good. The only wear that they really have is that the knees are just slightly faded, but other than that, they're still really sturdy and they look really good still. I don't wear skinny jeans that much anymore, but I still keep these in my closet because they're still a really good classic jean, so I'm just gonna hang on to them for a while. The next pair of jeans that I have from them is the cigarette jean. They don't make these anymore on their website, but again, you can still find these on the secondhand market. So these are more stretchy. These are very similar to the authentic stretch jeans that they have right now. But what I really like about these is that they have that cigarette leg, so they're not skinny. These are also really sturdy, even though they're not 98% cotton. They still have a really sturdy cotton feel to them. The only thing about these that I would say is that they attract a lot of lint, which is kind of annoying, but I think that happens a lot with black jeans. So these I also have in a size 26, and I find that since they're stretchy, they kind of hug my hips in a really nice way, and they don't have that saggy crotch look that I hate. The last pair of pants that I have from them is the wide leg crop. These are really popular a year or two ago. I don't think they make these anymore, but they're really nice. They have a really nice wide leg, and they look a little bit like the Jessie Cam pants that everybody loves. These are 98% cotton, so they are kind of sturdy but also stretchy at the same time. And I really like the silhouette that these make on my legs. So I tried these in multiple sizes, and I found the 2 to be just a little bit baggy, and so I got the size 0. And they're a little bit tight on my waist, but I haven't worn them out a lot yet. And I have heard that if you wear them a lot, they loosen up a lot, so that's why I kind of got a size down. Next I want to talk about the Alpaca Crew. I think this has definitely been over-reviewed by everybody because it's a really nice sweater. I got this secondhand and it's still in really good condition. It's really light and warm, which is really nice, and it has these kind of puff sleeves, really cozy and warm. I think the previous seller might have washed it in the washing machine because it looks like it shrank just a little bit, and it has a little bit of a fuzzy texture, but I still think it looks really nice. And I really love this color. It's like a heathered gray, and it goes really good with my skin, I think. Next up, I want to talk about the rib turtleneck. I really love this one a lot. It's micro rib, and it's like really tight to the body, keeps me really warm. And I like that the neck of this is really tight to the neck too. I don't like when turtlenecks have like a floppy neck area. The only thing about this turtleneck is that the seams unraveled here after probably a month or 2. I still need to sew that back up. So yeah, that was a little bit surprising that happened, but I think it will still work out for me because I tuck it in all the time, and plus I'm gonna sew it up and it will be just fine. Next I want to talk about their t-shirts. This box t-shirt I also got in my very first order about 3 years ago, and it still looks really nice. I don't wear it all the time, maybe like once every few weeks. It's still a really good white color and there's not much yellowing, maybe a little bit, but I don't sweat that much and it really doesn't bother me. I do always hang it to dry, so it never really goes in the dryer, and it just came out of the wash actually, that's why it looks a little bit wrinkled. But it's a tiny bit transparent maybe, but I usually wear like a flesh colored bra underneath, and that really helps with the bra not showing through. This other t-shirt that I have was their kind of boxy crop t-shirt. I don't know if they still have it. If they do, I'll link it down below, but I really love that it's like a nice modern style. It's like very oversized and boxy. 100% cotton, and yeah, it still looks really good. I think I got it last summer. I did have a bad experience with one of their t-shirts. I had their gray box cut t-shirt and I threw it in the wash, and it did shrink a lot. I probably washed it on hot water though, but it did shrink a lot, and so I had to donate it. So I would say that if you wash their clothes on warm or cold and hang to dry, then they're usually good to go and the quality is retained. The last item I want to mention is their hair cami. It's really nice. I really love this color. The only thing about this tank top that bothers me a little bit is that it's a little bit too low cut for me, so whenever I lean down, sometimes a little bit of my bra shows, which is kind of annoying. So keep that in mind, but I think they still do sell these in a few colors. This is also 100% cotton, and it's very, very light. It's like much lighter and a little bit transparent, I think. So there's actually one more piece that I want to mention, which is their linen jumpsuit. I got this secondhand last year. They don't make this exact one anymore, but they do have other versions of this. And I really love this, yeah. This is 100% linen and just like super breezy. And I love the more modern kind of cut that it has. This is probably my favorite Everlane piece that I have, but I think that's because I really feel like myself when I'm wearing it. And I think that's a really great thing. So overall, I would say that Everlane is really worth it if you love the style that they sell, because they have a lot of those natural fibers and the pieces are made pretty good quality. But if you're not able to afford these clothes new, I would really recommend for you to search for them on the secondhand market or check out Nordstrom Rack because there's a lot of great items for sale there too. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know if it was by hitting that like button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.